Sure Shot's 1-2 duck calls production process is as impressive as it sounds. It's a hunting heirloom. Duluth Pack handcrafts these bison leather gun cases made in Minnesota.
People are passionate about outdoor equipment. Get this, Americans spend more than $20 billion a year on gear. But no one ever really sees how their stuff gets made.
Well, that's where we come in. Each week, we throw open the factory doors and give you a behind-the-scenes look at how your favorite gear is made.
Made for the Outdoors is brought to you by Border View Lodge.
I'm excited. All eyes on the sky. Late season Texas duck hunters say, it's not over until it's over. Duck hunting gear essentials include camo,
Good gun, good dog, good call.
This morning, we're in duck hunting paradise, and we're using Sure Shot's 1-2 duck call. And its manufacturing process is just as impressive as it sounds.
This literally could be the only call you ever need in your entire life, and that's why it's called the one. It's the one.
Back in the 1950s, Sure Shot game call founders George Jensen and James Fernandez invented the first ever double reed duck call. Everyone called James Cowboy. He was the champion of world champion duck callers. We were fortunate enough to meet and interview him before Cowboy passed away in 2018 at the age of 86.
So a mallard hen's what it does all the quacking, and she does it very smooth like. Because what she does, she blinks her eyes just a little bit, and when she blinks her eyes, the drakes are coming.
Today, Sure Shot keeps Cowboy's legacy alive.
You want my good smile or my nasty smile?
The proudest part and the heritage of Sure Shot is the foundation, and that was the invention of the double reed.
Charlie Holder runs the business, which now offers dozens of calls for waterfowl, turkeys, predators, and deer. Sure Shot calls Groves, Texas home. This is their main manufacturing facility.
The town supports this brand, and we get waves when we go down the road. People see our vehicles, and this is what it's all about. It's about keeping manufacturing in America.
Reeds are produced and calls are assembled in Groves, Texas. But the 1-2 call is manufactured nearby in Orange, Texas at Plastic Machining Incorporated.
We're a custom CNC machine shop. We machine everything from high-performance seals for aircraft, food processing, medical, oil and gas, and we throw in a duck call every now and then.
CNC manufacturing uses computers to control machine tools. This CNC machine lays, mills, routers, and grinds all in one. The main parts of the call include the top, the bottom, and double reed. Plastic Machining Incorporated manufactures the top and the bottom of the 1-2 call with CNC machining.
When you're able to see this out on the internet or in a sports magazine and you say, we actually made that. Yeah, it's kind of cool when you look at it from that perspective.
When we come back, we manufacture, tune, and hunt. You're watching Made for the Outdoors.
Made for the Outdoors is brought to you by Borderview Lodge, Ice Castle Fish Houses, Aquarius Home Services, Car Arms, and by Keystone Light. Keystone Light, always smooth. Celebrate responsibly.
Welcome back to the show with Sure Shot Game Calls in Texas.
So now we're going to make the Jensen 1-2. What makes the Jensen 1-2 so special is a couple of different reasons. Number one, it's got our proprietary double reed system that we invented in the 50s. So it's carrying the heritage of the old calls and the old generations of sound that we've been so popular for all these years. And we're bringing it to a new material. This material is proprietary, again, like our reeds.
The 1-2 call production process begins with raw materials.
We're not telling anybody what we're making this particular call out of. The reason we use this particular material is that it's almost indestructible. And when I mean that, we have run Polarises over the top of these things. We've ran trucks over the top of it.
Just got pulled over by a truck. No blowing.
They can stand up to the heat, they can stand up to the cold. We've also threaded this call together, which is a first in the industry.
Sure Shot and PMI spent 1 year perfecting this plastic call through polymer science and engineering.
And we've done several modifications from the original design, and each year we're trying to tweak things and make it a little bit better, a little louder, whatever feature they're looking for.
This is the Okuma Crown, and right now we're going to be making the female portion of the duck call.
Production manager Robert Lowry walks us through the process.
We just put a new stick in, we'll come in, face it, turn it, drill it, bore the ID, thread it, all the other features to it.
One half is made on one machine, one half is made on another machine. Two different programs, two different parts.
Watch the dowel turn into the top of the call. First, the end gets trimmed. Then a new tool comes out to mill and drill. The computer knows the exact dimensions, and multiple tools cycle through.
One of the most state-of-the-art machines in the country. There's very few of them from the east to west coast.
Next, the call finally gets its exterior definition by the lathe, which shapes the top. The drill rounds the edges and bores the inside. The bottom of the call goes through this same process. A band of black walnut is also added.
We talked about how our wood calls are made, and we make them out of the AA, AAA grade walnut. And people know wood calls, it's synonymous with a Jensen. But we also took some of our own stock in-house of our AA and AAA grade walnut, and we're making the band on the top of that call out of our old walnut. You got a little bit of the old with a lot of the new.
Then quality control inspects both the top and the bottom before shipping.
We can do this to measure all of the angles on the exterior of the part, measure the diameters, all of the radiuses, or any other geometrical features that we need to measure on the part.
Production finishes back at Sure Shot Game Call's main facility. The next step is one of the most important. Curtis teaches us how to assemble the call for perfect pitch.
We're going to assemble this call and tune it. got real lucky with these. They sound really great. Like these almost go together like perfect every time right off the bat.
The 1-2 sounds ducky and loud, which is exactly what we need for a late season hunt in Winnie, Texas.
Literally, having the right calls is the most important thing when it comes to duck hunting. If you don't have the right calls, you better not even come out here.
The 1-2 call helps master a duck's language of love every time we're out in the blind, keeping Cowboys' legacy alive and proving it's made for the outdoors.
Made for the Outdoors is brought to you by Husqvarna, Iron Jaws, Banks Outdoors, FVP, Verified Proven, and by Warner's Dock.
Sites along the North Shore of Minnesota don't disappoint. Duluth Pack, the oldest canvas and leather pack manufacturing company in the U.S., is proud to call this outdoor paradise home.
We've stayed true to who we are. We've stayed true to the roots of the company, the history and the heritage of it. It was founded here. We didn't take it anywhere else. We kept it here. And we will always keep it here. I mean, it's the namesake of the city. It's Duluth Pack in Duluth, Minnesota. The original Duluth Pack was made by the founder of the company, Camille Poirier, who came from Montreal, and he was a bootmaker. And he was commissioned to make the first Duluth Pack. It was named the Poirier Pack at that point.
The lumber and timber industry used the large packs for portaging. Years later, hikers and campers fell in love with the smaller canvas bags too.
And from there, we've now expanded to over 300 products that we make. We make them in 15, 16 colors of canvas, multiple leather options.
Duluth Pack's packs and hunting gear have been manufactured at this facility in Duluth on Superior Street since 1911. And today we're going to make this bison leather shotgun case with a Sherpa interior. Let's see how it's made for the outdoors. Duluth Pack products are handcrafted and American-made.
And the quality all starts with the people. And it's the people that make the bag, it's the people behind the bag that they handcraft it, the pride they take in it, enough where they asked us if they could actually sign every bag and date it that they make. That's pure and simple pride.
In the past 3 years, the production staff doubled to around 110 employees.
We have expanded into the whole hunting market. So we make rifle cases and shotgun cases and pistol rugs, and we've made the backpacks for the hunters. And so we've expanded into many of the hunting line. So today we're making a bison leather shotgun case. Guaranteed for life. And so everything that at Duluth Pack is about quality. We make a premium product.
And that quality starts with raw materials. You guys really pride yourself in your leather. Where is this sourced and what types of options do we have for the shotgun cases?
Our leather is all sourced in the United States. So the buffalo comes from either North Dakota or Montana.
Our gun case requires bison leather and dark brown leather for accents. Alex rolls out the leather and checks for imperfections. Once he lays the pattern perfectly, he cuts it.
The difference between cutting canvas versus leather is I do everything one at a time. Each piece is a single cut. I do it all by hand, especially with the bison, matching each piece so they look similar and they fit together well.
Small pattern parts will be dark brown leather. Alex makes these with the clicker. And this is not your average toolbox.
No, it's not. Actually, this entire thing is filled. We filled it with 200 different dies.
Wow.
Each one is a different design, used for different components. Sharp on this edge, and then blunt on this side.
So the best way I can describe this is it is like cutting out cookies, except with leather.
Just make sure it's kind of in the center of that whole thing, and then press both.
Both hands. Just like a cookie cutter, except for leather. Get those nice thread nails in there so you know it's my work. Time for a quick break. When we come back, we meet the rest of the team who handcrafts this beautiful leather shotgun case. You're watching Made for the Outdoors.
Made for the Outdoors is brought to you by Lacan Marine, Mouse Mix, and by White Bear Lake Superstore.
Duluth Pack handcrafts family heirlooms. Each product guaranteed for life.
People do not want to get rid of their Duluth packs. It means a lot to them. This is something that they cherish, that they pass down from generation to generation.
So on the Buffalo gun case that we're making today, some of the features and the benefits to that is, first of all, the Buffalo itself, the wearability of Buffalo hide and how great it looks.
Each gun case also gets the Duluth Pack leather logo. Then it's off to sewing. This is Patty, and she is going to sew our entire case from beginning to end for us.
Yes.
And you've been here how long?
I have been here over 17 years.
17 years. So we've got the pro. She knows how to do this practically in your sleep, right?
Oh yeah. As a matter of fact, I dream about this sometimes. First step is that I'm going to put butterflies and D-rings on the butt and the nose. Then I'm going to add strips and handle counters to the bag.
Patty spends her entire day behind this machine.
I love to be here. I love sewing. I've always loved sewing. We all take pride in what we do here. From cutting to the management, everybody takes pride in this company. And I love coming here in the morning. Okay, now we're gonna sew strips onto the gun case. This is decorative strip. Now, when you're sewing on leather, you don't have much room for mistakes because it's not very forgiving. If I went off the edge, I would have to have a whole new case cut. I am going to add the Duluth Pack logo here, which I'm going to center on my handle counter. And now I'm going to do the butt. And now we have a gun case that's ready to go over to the riveting department.
Rivets provide extra strength to the handles and the D-rings.
Over here is the anvil. And over here we flip the bag so it's upside down now. Get our set. The set's got a hollow side and a rounded side. The hollow side's just gonna straighten the rivets if they're crooked after we put them in the wood there. We got our burrs, they're little washers that sit on top. It's got a taper to it. Use that same hollow side and we're gonna kind of meld it down. It won't come back up. It's because it's tight with the metal there. Got the snips going as close as we can. All right, come to your turn.
Oh, first this. Sorry.
Yep, just to straighten it.
Straighten it
This
out.
one looks straight, but I mean, just do it precautionary. That's good.
Good.
Grab that burr and that'll sit
This
on
is
top.
called a what?
It's a burr. It's a
a
washer,
burr.
but we call them burrs.
And then back on this side?
Yep, the hollow side there. That's all the way, yep.
Okay.
And with those snips.
Oh yeah, coming in. Oh, use those muscles. That's right. That's why I gotta get back in the gym, I think.
Boom.
How'd I do?
That's great.
Boom! Boom!
Perfect.
Yeah! From riveting, it is off to sewing. Let's find Patty.
Okay, now we're gonna put this gun case together.
The inside is lined with Sherpa, and Sherpa will help wick moisture away from a gun. And then it gets a high quality YKK zipper on it that goes from end to end on it that is about as bulletproof as you can get on any zipper out on the market.
That is the making of a gun case.
We always say that our products, you're buying more than just a bag or a gun case, you're buying memories because you're going to carry it for a long time because it is an heirloom and it will be passed down.
Made for the outdoors, Duluth Pack continues to handcraft quality gear and has since 1882.